Hey, it's Joe. There were a few people that have sent out questions about objections that they're getting when they talk to people using the for rent method. And the for rent method, just to refresh your memories for those of you who don't know it, there's lots of stuff in my blog that explains the for rent method, but basically we get property under control by getting the right to buy it on a lease option, making us a principal in the transaction, and then we turn around and sell that property or sell the right to buy that property. We take the down payment, the bulk of the money goes to the owner of the property, and the first month rent goes to the owner of the property. That's what we're doing to flip lease option deals, and I call it the for rent method. And sometimes you'll get questions from people when you ask them if they want to sell their property rent to own rather than selling it outright. One of those objections is, I want to keep it as a long-term investment. And there's a couple of answers to that. First of all, you have to ask questions to find out and really help understand the question that they're asking. One of those is, are you doing that because the goal is to make more money? Because presumably the reason they're going to keep that property is to make more money. It could be that they just want to keep it because they want their kids to move in next door, or it's a family home and they have to keep it for sentimental reasons. And it's not about the money, it's just about the fact that they want to keep that home. But most people aren't in the attractive position to be able to keep an extra house that they're not going to use for any purpose. So if their goal is to make more money, then the next question you'd ask them is, what if I could show you a way to make even more money by doing it the way that I'm suggesting? Would that be interesting to you? And these objection handling techniques, by the way, are in the mentor program and the push button method program as well. So if that's the case, one of the ways to make the most money in your house is to sell it as a lease option. There is less than a 30% chance that they will exercise their option, so you'll probably end up keeping it for the long term anyway, which is what you want. But if they do exercise the option, they'll give you full market price, and you can use that money to buy another property that is under market value, and then put a new lease option tenant in it. You don't even need to pay capital gains taxes on the profits, because you can do a 1031 exchange and defer those taxes forever if you like. And if you don't know what a 1031 exchange is, look up, just type it into Google, 1031 exchange, and there'll be some good explanations. Basically, you're exchanging properties and you're deferring the taxes till later. You don't have to pay taxes on it if you buy an equal or greater value property. Do you think you could find another house right now that is substantially under market value and might be a good investment if you sold this one? So this is a good example of an objection handling technique for someone who asks this question. If they're looking to make more money, this is how you can show them to make more money in this process. All right, I hope that helps.